Sleep is often one of the first things we sacrifice when life gets busy. Whether it's staying up late for work, studying, socializing, or just scrolling through our phones, the allure of staying awake for just one more hour seems harmless at first. But what if you cut your sleep even further, down to just 4 hours a night? How does this drastic reduction in sleep affect your body, particularly your hormones? In this video, we will explore the science behind sleep deprivation and the profound impact it can have on your hormonal balance. To understand what happens when you sleep only 4 hours, it's crucial to know why sleep is so essential for hormone regulation in the first place. Sleep is not a passive state, but an active process during which your body and brain carry out essential maintenance and repair work. It's during sleep that many of our hormones are released or regulated, hormones that control everything from growth to stress, hunger to metabolism. Without sufficient sleep, these processes become impaired, leading to a cascade of negative effects throughout the body. Imagine the first night you sleep only 4 hours. The following morning, you might already feel the effects: grogginess, irritability, and perhaps even difficulty focusing. But beyond these obvious signs of tiredness, a deeper hormonal shift begins to take place. Your body's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm, gets thrown off. This rhythm governs the release of key hormones like cortisol, melatonin, and growth hormone. Cortisol, often referred to as the stress hormone, is usually higher in the morning to help you wake up and feel alert. However, when you reduce sleep, cortisol production becomes dysregulated. This can lead to increased stress and anxiety levels throughout the day, making it harder to handle everyday challenges. Higher cortisol levels also trigger the body's fight-or-flight response, elevating heart rate and blood pressure, which can increase your risk for cardiovascular problems over time. On the other hand, melatonin, the hormone responsible for helping you fall asleep, becomes disrupted by the lack of sleep. Melatonin is typically released when it gets dark, signaling to your body that it's time to rest. But when you don't sleep enough, melatonin levels drop, making it even harder to achieve restful sleep when you finally do manage to get some. One of the most noticeable effects of chronic sleep deprivation is the way it influences appetite and eating habits. Sleep has a profound impact on two key hunger-related hormones, ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin, often dubbed the hunger hormone, stimulates appetite and signals your brain to eat. When you don't get enough sleep, ghrelin levels increase, making you feel hungrier throughout the day. This can lead to overeating or cravings for unhealthy foods, particularly those high in sugar and fat. On the flip side, leptin, the hormone that signals fullness and helps regulate energy balance, decreases when you sleep poorly. With lower leptin levels, your body may not register that it's full, causing you to continue eating even after consuming enough calories. Together, the imbalance of ghrelin and leptin creates a perfect storm for weight gain. This is why people who consistently sleep less often experience more difficulty with managing their weight, despite eating the same amount or even less food than those who get adequate rest. Growth hormone is crucial for tissue growth and repair. It is released most abundantly during deep, restorative stages of sleep, particularly during slow-wave sleep. When you sleep only 4 hours a night, you miss out on this critical phase of deep sleep, which means that growth hormone levels remain lower than they should be. This reduction in growth hormone has several consequences. For one, it hinders the body's ability to recover from physical activity. This is why athletes, or anyone who engages in regular exercise, may find that their performance declines when they don't get enough sleep. Without sufficient growth hormone, muscles repair slower, and endurance diminishes, making it harder to achieve fitness goals. Furthermore, growth hormone plays a vital role in maintaining healthy skin, bone density, and immune function. A lack of sleep, therefore, can accelerate the aging process, impair your immune system's ability to fight infections, and weaken bone health over time. Insulin, the hormone responsible for regulating blood sugar levels, is also significantly impacted by sleep deprivation. When you cut your sleep down to 4 hours, your body's insulin sensitivity decreases. This means that your cells become less responsive to insulin, causing your body to produce more of it to maintain normal blood sugar levels. The result? Higher insulin levels in the bloodstream, which can contribute to fat storage and, over time, increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Research has shown that even short-term sleep deprivation can lead to impaired glucose tolerance, a precursor to diabetes. This is why individuals who consistently sleep less are more likely to struggle with their weight and experience difficulties with blood sugar regulation. The thyroid is a small, butterfly-shaped gland in your neck that plays a central role in regulating metabolism by releasing thyroid hormones like T3 and T4. These hormones control how quickly your cells use energy and regulate processes like body temperature, digestion, and heart rate. When you consistently get inadequate sleep, your thyroid function can become compromised. Sleep deprivation has been shown to reduce the production of TSH, thyroid-stimulating hormone, which is essential for stimulating the thyroid to produce T3 and T4. Lower TSH levels can lead to a slowdown in metabolism, causing fatigue, weight gain, and difficulty regulating body temperature. The longer you maintain a pattern of inadequate sleep, the more profound the impact on your hormones becomes. Chronic sleep deprivation has been linked to a variety of long-term health issues, including hormonal imbalances, mood disorders, cardiovascular disease, and metabolic dysfunction. For example, women who don't get enough sleep may experience irregular menstrual cycles due to hormonal disruptions involving estrogen and progesterone. Sleep deprivation can also exacerbate symptoms of menopause, leading to increased hot flashes, mood swings, and sleep disturbances. In men, the effects of sleep deprivation can be particularly troubling, as it has been linked to a decrease in testosterone levels. Testosterone is responsible for regulating sexual drive, muscle mass, and bone density, so a lack of sleep can significantly affect physical and mental well-being. Sleep doesn't just affect physical health, it also has a significant influence on your emotional and psychological state. A lack of sleep can lead to increased feelings of anxiety, depression, and irritability. The hormone serotonin, which helps regulate mood, is also disrupted by poor sleep. Inadequate sleep can reduce serotonin levels, contributing to feelings of sadness or even triggering mood disorders in vulnerable individuals. Moreover, chronic sleep deprivation can impair cognitive function, making it harder to concentrate, think clearly, and make decisions. As a result, individuals who are sleep-deprived are at a greater risk for accidents, errors in judgment, and even mental health breakdowns. So what can you do to protect your hormonal balance and overall health? The best way to maintain healthy hormone levels is to prioritize sleep. Aim for at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, as recommended by sleep experts. If you find that you are regularly getting only 4 hours of sleep, it's important to assess the factors contributing to this and make necessary changes, such as improving your sleep environment, reducing stress, and adopting a consistent sleep schedule. In addition, managing your diet and exercise routine can help mitigate some of the negative effects of sleep deprivation. Focus on eating balanced meals, engaging in regular physical activity, and reducing caffeine or alcohol consumption, as these factors can further disrupt your sleep and hormone levels. In summary, getting only 4 hours of sleep a night is not just an inconvenience, it's a serious disruption to your body's hormonal system. From altered hunger hormones to impaired metabolism, stress, and mental health issues, the consequences of chronic sleep deprivation can be far-reaching and long-lasting. To protect your health and ensure your hormones remain in balance, prioritizing sleep is key. So, the next time you feel the urge to sacrifice your rest, remember that your body needs sleep to function at its best. The investment in a full night's sleep pays off in more ways than one, from better mood and cognitive function to healthier metabolism and overall well-being.